Start off with breaking news tonight. A juvenile is in custody after admitting to shooting and killing two people in Minden. The shooting happened on Austin Street around 6:30 this morning. Police say two bodies were found inside the home, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. During investigation, a 10-year-old juvenile confessed to the murders of both victims. According to police, 82-year-old Joe Cornelius and 31-year-old Keisha Miles were the two victims killed in the shooting.
They said Joe got to arguing with him. The boy just pulled a gun off. I mean, Joe used to be a sheriff. He had guns because he used to work for the sheriff department. And the boy know where it was. It's a sad thing.
Kesha Miles, a vibrant and spirited 31-year-old, was a woman whose life was a blend of light and shadow. She grew from an energetic, spontaneous girl into a loving mother of 3 kids, her heart full of faith in God and a deep connection to the spiritual world. Yet, Keisha was also drawn to the mysterious and the macabre, finding a certain allure in dark magic and voodoo. Her fascination with the occult was palpable. She frequently shared posts from content creators who dabbled in the dark arts and reveled in stories of voodoo and the supernatural. Halloween, with its haunted houses and spine-chilling tales, was her favorite time of year, a season that allowed her to fully express her love for all things terrifying. On August 19, with a heart full of excitement, Keisha entered the Face of Horror contest. It was a chance to compete for a $13,000 prize and meet Kane Hodder, the actor behind the iconic horror character, Jason Voorhees. Her joy was evident in the way she answered the contest questions, her words practically glowing with enthusiasm. When asked, "What draws you to the darkness?" she responded with a chilling simplicity, "I walk in the light and run in the dark. I'm very spiritual and possess gifts." To the question of why she believed she would survive to the end of a horror movie, she confidently replied, "I feel like I'll make it to the end because I wouldn't fall. I would survive, just know that." And when asked what she would do with the $13,000 prize, her answer was tinged with hope and resilience. "My car was recently flooded in Georgia, now I'm carless and living with family. My kids and I got out of there, and we're back in Louisiana. This money would help get us back on our feet. You say $13,000 is unlucky, but to me, I would feel like the luckiest lady in the world. Pick me, I'm a Louisiana gal with lots of personality. Gratitude." But tragically, Keisha's dreams of winning would never come to pass. Just 3 days before the contest was set to begin, a horrifying event shattered her world. In a moment of unimaginable violence, her son, enraged after being disciplined for using his grandfather's credit card without permission, brutally gunned down both Keisha and her 82-year-old father, Joe Cornelius. The shock and horror left in the wake of this tragedy have left her family and friends in a state of disbelief, grappling with the agonizing question, how could such a nightmare unfold? Welcome to the American Crime, Femicide channel. Please like, share, subscribe and hit the notification bell for future uploads. According to those closest to Keisha, she was diligently saving money, striving to regain her footing while living with her elderly father, Joe Cornelius Sr. Joe was a man of honor and respect, a pillar in his community, and most importantly, a devoted family man who dedicated his life to fostering strong, healthy, and loving relationships within his family.
If I do, I'm gonna lose my mind now. Hey now, I love nobody but you, baby. Gonna do all the things that you want to. I got to. Mama, I told you, hey, love is the only girl. Hey now, do the things you wanna. I'm gonna do everything that you needed now. Hit it, fellas. Hey! Get it, fellas!
Over his long life, Joe held numerous roles in the community. He was a longtime member of the Minden City Council and even served as mayor in 2013 after the previous mayor's sudden passing. His service extended to the sheriff's department, and he was well known for his work at the local funeral home. Beyond his professional life, Joe ran youth programs, helped launch local Black History observances, and was celebrated for his tireless community activism. Though he had largely retired due to his age, he remained deeply involved in the lives of his children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. When Keisha returned home with her children, Joe was overjoyed at the chance to spend more time with them. However, their stay was not without its challenges. One of Keisha's sons, just 10 years old, struggled with autism. Joe and Keisha were mindful of how they guided and corrected him, understanding that discipline was necessary despite his defiance and quick temper. When Cornelius and Miles discovered unauthorized charges on a credit card, they immediately questioned the boy. Despite his denials, they had proof of his involvement and suspected he was lying to avoid punishment. In response, Keisha decided to discipline her son by taking away his phone, undeterred by the tantrum and emotional breakdown that followed. Joe, too, stood firm in their decision. But what neither Keisha nor Joe could have foreseen was the unimaginable horror that would soon unfold. The young boy, in a fit of rage, left the room only to return moments later with a gun. The argument that neighbors overheard quickly escalated to gunshots. When 911 and paramedics arrived, it was too late. Keisha and Joe were already dead. The boy, whose name has been withheld due to his age, initially lied about committing the crime but later confessed, stating that he shot his mother and grandfather because they had taken away his phone over the credit card charges for video games.
Tonight, a community is heartbroken after a 10-year-old reportedly shot and killed 2 people in Minden. KSLA's Miracle Garrett spent the day in Minden speaking with the victims' neighbors. She joins us now live in studio with the latest developments. Miracle, what happened?
Well, Jasmine, the community is shaken up and devastated after 2 people were killed this morning in Minden. When I spoke to the neighbors this evening, they were all expressing their condolences for the family.
My gunshot. It was pow, 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 and then pow, 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 pow.
Just after 6 Sunday morning, Minden police were called to a home on Austin Street. Inside the home, police found 2 bodies identified as 82-year-old Joe Cornelius and 31-year-old Keisha Miles. Both suffered from multiple gunshot wounds. Neighbors are shocked and in disbelief.
He was real high respected in the community. He was real, he was sheriff's department, he was the man for a little while after man and stuff, and he used to work at the funeral home and stuff like that. He was a good man. He was a good man.
An investigation led to the arrest of a 10-year-old juvenile who reportedly confessed to the deaths. According to neighbors, an argument broke out between Cornelius and the 10-year-old about credit card charges on video games.
I think that what happened. He was arguing with him. I heard him, hollering and stuff. That was my my cousin. I hated that happened, over a game and stuff. I don't think that's all right, The boy, autistic. He was autistic.
The Minden Police Department, sheriffs, and marshals were on scene. Cornelius was confirmed to be a former Minden city councilman and a former interim mayor.
And Joe got the arguing with him, the boy. Boy just pulled a gun out. Joe used to be a sheriff. He had guns because he used to work for the sheriff's department. And the boy know where it was. It's a sad thing.
The current mayor of Minden released a public statement saying, "It is with deep sadness that we mourn the loss of Joe Cornelius Sr., a former longtime Minden city councilman and former appointed mayor of Minden. Joe Cornelius's years of service to Minden were marked by his commitment and dedication to the betterment of our community. On a personal note, I am grateful for his friendship and the many ways he supported me and others in our city. During this incredibly difficult time, I ask that we keep Joe's family in our thoughts and prayers. May they find comfort and strength in the midst of this tragedy. Let us come together as a community to honor Joe's memory and support one another through this time of grief."
After this tragic incident, the young man has been given a $500,000 bond and remains in jail.
Year-old's in custody. His bond was just set moments ago at $500,000, $250,000 for each count of first-degree murder.
This tragic situation has not only taken a mother away from her remaining children and ended the life of a vibrant 82-year-old man, but it has also irrevocably altered the course of a young boy's life. The pain, sadness, and possible shame that now weigh heavily on this family are beyond comprehension. It is almost impossible to digest that a 10-year-old could commit such a heinous act over a seemingly trivial punishment. In a heart-wrenching post, Uriah Miles, Keisha's 17-year-old son, wrote, "Long live Keisha. I don't have any words to say right now, just 31 years old and your 17-year-old has to bury you. I'm so confused right now, I don't know what to do. We never really talked about these things. Everybody is gone, it's just me for real. I'm stuck right now. I pray you find peace on the other side, Mama. I know we had our differences. Can't believe this finna be my last time seeing you. I ain't even get to hug you goodbye. Rest easy, Mama. Long live Keisha." I'm logging off. As this shattered family continues to grapple with the overwhelming grief and shock, please keep them in your thoughts and prayers. May Keisha Miles and Joe Cornelius Sr. rest in peace.